forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Takes the handoff. It's Hayes. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Going to try to get it himself. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
With the catch, it's Hester. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Quarterback now breaking the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. Touchdown, Wolverines! A great catch and run for 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Looking for room, it's Frazier. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Stockton. They'll run the screen. He breaks the tackle.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
In the gun end, looking to throw on 3rd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That's reeled in. It's Klein. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Haynes. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Klein. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Toss to the outside. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Here's the pressure. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass. Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the right. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Humphries. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Finding open areas. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, it's an electrifying run. Think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Now adjusting. Pulls it in, it's Frazier. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Branch. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Makes the catch. It's Delp.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense putting points on the board.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's caught. It's Branch. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Frazier. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Makes the grab. It's Frazier.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right, is the defense. You keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Stockton. The sure hands, it's Branch.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Bulldozes his way through. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Branch. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Still looking on the move. With the catch, it's Marsh. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. He'll throw on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hester. At midfield, he's got room. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up. And they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
The give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Quickly out to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. It's Jones. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Breaks the tackle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Catch in the middle. It's McCulley. They stop him just a length or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gonna run it. It's Hester. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. They'll go to the ground. there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Got a man, it's Marsh. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. He might want another play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. It's Hester. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical.
Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around. And I think they got used to it in the first half. And now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And how about this confidence in their field goal kicker? They're going to pat him on the butt and say, go, give us 3, big fella. There is no doubt. At this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Dogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on fourth down. They were expecting pass, and they didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelmed the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
Bringing the heat. Finds his tight end. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quarterback making checks. Off play action. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's third and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Scrambling away. He's going to run it. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't it? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Wide open downfield. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Georgia. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
To throw, it's Underwood. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Using his legs, it's Haynes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Thomas. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's going to take off. There he goes. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. From the gun, the running back has it.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. A shot toward the end zone. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at him. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The play-action fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires on the move. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock, we're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Got it behind the line. It's Jones. Touchdown, Dogs! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
And he added the extra point. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.